Well, beach season is definitely upon us, and what is worse than feeling bloated in a swimsuit? I know this weekend a lot of people spent the weekend in a swimsuit. It was so hot. And of course, now come Monday morning, you just feel like, the last thing I'd want to do is put on a bikini, right? Senya May from Healing Insight gets us moving this morning with natural remedies to look your best. So a lot of it has to do with not how much you're eating, but what you're eating,
but
right?
what you're eating, right? And we all think about it, Kim. You know, like we know we're going to be on somebody's boat for the weekend, or we're going to the lake, so we really don't want to have to put a swimsuit on and be in front of people all day if we feel really bloated. So we're going to talk about my 5 favorite tips for how to relieve that today.
Okay.
So one of the things that can really create bloating is eating a lot of sugar. So sugar creates a lot of excess air in your belly from the bad bacteria that are feeding off of that. So that ends up making you look like you're bigger than you are.
So even just a little bit of sugar can make a difference?
Even a little bit of sugar can, yep. So if you know you're going to be at the beach this weekend, like, hey, stop eating sugar for the rest of the week. And then, you know, try not to eat the sugary drinks while you're there.
Okay, got it. Sometimes I feel like whenever I have bread or even like a beer, I'm just like,
yes.
So it's got to do with wheat, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I swear, like if I eat a ton of wheat, I feel like I get that food baby feeling. Like it's the absolute worst. And I couldn't believe when I actually quit eating wheat how much flatter my stomach looked.
Why is that? Is wheat just hard to digest?
It's really hard to digest, yes. So if you cut back on eating so much bread and hamburger buns, that can really make a big difference. But sometimes people don't know if wheat is an issue for them, but there's a very simple way to test that. And that is to stop eating wheat for 2 weeks and then to eat a whole bunch of it for 2 days and see what happens. And you know, if your belly bloats out to here, then you know that you're affected by it. So then you want to cut back on that.
And in this part of the country, right, more people are likely to have a wheat intolerance.
Yes, it's really common in Scandinavian cultures and in Irish. So yes, a lot of the people who come to see me, they tend to have.
Okay, so maybe do that test, just 2 weeks, no wheat. Then you can binge and then see how you feel. I like that test. Okay, and you brought with you some probiotics, which I think a lot of people, you've heard about a probiotic, maybe you've never tried one. What does it really do for you? So
probiotics are good bacteria, and they counteract the bad bacteria that can cause bloating. And so they basically recolonize your intestines so that you digest food a whole lot better.
So how often would you have to take a probiotic?
Generally, we have people take a probiotic every day, and you really want to look for one that's refrigerated, and you also want to have something that has a lot of strains of bifidobacterium in it and lactobacillus.
Is this something that works for both men and women? Is it an issue for both?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I think women tend to be more conscious of it, but men are too.
Yeah, they are. I know. So, okay, and this is something that you can obviously put to use, not just in swimsuit season, just something if you want to look good and feel good about yourself and have energy all year round. Well, you're not going anywhere. Coming up in our 6 o'clock half hour, if you think sticking to salads is the best way to slim down, think again. You're coming back with ways that how the temperature of your food can actually affect your digestion and cause bloating, which is really interesting. So thank you for being with us this hour, and we'll check back with you in just a little bit. Jamie, Jason? Oh, yes, it is 6:09 on a Monday morning. Already warm out there this morning. It was warm all weekend. This is a beautiful shot of a sunrise, and it's going to be another hot one today. Well, with the steamy temperatures over the weekend, a lot of people spend time in bathing suits, whether on the boat or on the beach. With the forecast, you might be by the pool all week, but feeling comfortable can be tricky for all of us in a swimsuit with bloating and water weight. Of course, Senya May from Healing Insight gets us moving this morning with natural remedies to help you look your best. So what's interesting to me is the temperature of your food can really make a difference in how you feel down here.
Absolutely. And when people have chronic bloating or chronic digestive issues, we often say in Chinese medicine that their digestive fire is really low. So we want to keep your digestive fire stoked as strong as possible for as long as possible, because that gives you a lot of energy, it helps keep your metabolism going, and it really requires you to eat a lot of cooked food rather than cold and raw food.
So you should stay away from cold food. You naturally want to go to the ice cream, but maybe not.
Right, especially if you have chronic bloating, you're going to be spending the weekend in your bathing suit. Yeah, you don't really want to be eating a lot of like cold foods, a lot of like, especially they tend to be really sugary as well. So like staying away from the ice waters and the ice creams, and you know, sticking to kind of more room temperature waters.
Which is interesting because a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to have a salad and that's going to help me slim down. But if that's hard to digest, you're not going to look that great.
And it makes your metabolism like much less efficient. And so it's harder to lose weight if you're constantly inundating your digestive fire with really cold food.
Could you just just have a glass of like lukewarm water before, maybe if you wanted to have some raw vegetables or some salad? Does that make a difference?
Yep, that's what we'll often have people do because, you know, in the summertime, we want to eat a little more raw food. There's lots of great things out at the farmer's market. And so if you combine that with like drinking something a little hotter, that can really make a big difference if you do have chronic digestive issues. And not everybody does.
Right. But for those who do, if you often feel like you're just kind of bloated or have like a food baby type look in your bikini and want to do something about it, how much does water weight have to do with it?
Water weight is a huge factor. So sometimes people don't know if they have water weight, and you can tell if your weight tends to fluctuate a lot over the course of the day. Or if you tend to get these big like jumps in how much like weight you have, usually that's not because you put on 5 pounds of fat in 2 days. It's usually because you have a lot of water weight. So if you tend to see those huge fluctuations, then water is probably an issue for you.
And what can you do about that?
So one of the things that you don't want to do is you don't want to eat a lot of salt because that will cause your body to hold on to a lot more water.
Okay, so chips and popcorn, stuff that you typically maybe would have at a picnic or out on the boat, stay away from it.
Exactly.
Okay.
But then you can also counteract that water weight by trying to clear some of it out. So there's a couple things that work really, really fantastic for that. One of them is to drink green tea. So green tea is a gentle diuretic and it'll clear some of that water from your body. And then, you know, follow that up with lots of water as well because it helps to flush that all out.
Well, and the interesting thing about green tea too is that you can drink it warm, which would help with that first point that we talked about with the eating warm food to help the digestion.
Exactly. And you know what? If you get too warm when you're out on the boat, then jump in the lake. That's how you can cool off.
I like it. I like where you're going with that. Well, Senya May, thank you so much for being with us this morning and sharing these tips. It's Monday. If you start now, you're going to look great by the weekend. I have a feeling that it's going to be another nice one. Of course, we have all these tips on our website, WCCO.com. Thanks again for being with us.
Thank you.
Guys.